everyone, this is Krishna Adya, and here in this session we are going to see about keyboard events using jQuery. So before learning about keyboard events, first let's understand what is the use of this event. So in the last session we have studied about mouse events using jQuery. So what was the mouse event doing? It was performing some task based on the function of the mouse. In the same way, the keyboard event will perform some task based on the function of the keyboard that the user performs using their keyboard. Now basically there are three types of events: key down, key press and key up. Now from these three, the key down and key press are same. There is one main difference between the key down and key press. That is, using the key press event, some keys, that is Alt, Control, Shift and Escape, will not work. If we want to perform the task using these four keys, that is Alt, Control, Shift and Escape, we need to use the key down event. And key up. Key up is the opposite of key down and key press. That is, when we press some key using our keyboard, at that time the key down and key press event is fired. And when we release that key, at that time the key up event is fired. So this was a small working of the keyboard events. Now let's see the syntax to perform the practical. The syntax is $ and in the bracket target. Now what do you mean by target? Target specifies means on what object you want to fire the event. That is like a text box, a window, etc. Then a dot and event name. Event name means which event you want to fire: key press, key down or key up. Then the function keyword, and then between these brackets the task to do means what we want to perform. We want to close the windows, we want to increment the counter, or we want to change the background color. So these are some tasks that we can perform. So that code comes between this bracket. So this was a basic syntax. Now let's see how to use these all things in our code. So now let's start our coding. First we will see key down and key press event, and then we will switch to the key up event. First, what we will do in key down and key press? We will create a counter. When the key will be pressed down, at that time the counter will increase its values. So we will get that how many times our keys are pressed. So first I am saving my file as keyboard events.html. Now in the head tag I will place the jQuery. I have used the jQuery 3.5.1 version. I have already set up it to my system. So I have just written jQuery and its version. Now if you haven't set up it and you don't want to set up it, then use the direct link using CDN. And if you want to set up it, then after setuping you can write the jQuery its version.js. How to implement these things? For that refer the previous videos. Now what we will do? We will place the script tag, and between the script tag we will write our code for the jQuery. But before that we need to create a text box. So when we will press the key, at that time which key we have pressed we will see in our text box. So let's create it. Input type equals to text, and I am giving its ID as txt. Now we will place a code over here. First I am creating the variable key and initializing its value as 0. So when the key will be pressed, I will increment the k. Let's give some meaningful name let's say counter. Now document.ready means when our document will be ready, means it will be fully loaded, we will implement our function. Now first main important thing, place a semicolon over here at the end. If you forget to place the semicolon, then the script will not work. So keep a habit to first place the semicolon before writing the code, because if the code will be lengthy at the end, then you will forget to place the semicolon and your script will not work. Now what we will do, we will place our another function that will implement our actual code. So for that, here as per the syntax, we have to write the target. Our target is txt. Now I have placed the hash over here. Hash indicates that it's the name of an ID. If we have used class instead of ID, then we have to place the dot. Here we have to use the ID and we have used it, so we are placing the hash over here. Now what we will do, dot and then the name of the event, that is key press. Now function, place a semicolon, and here we will write our actual code, that is in the label. What we need to do, we place a text of counter plus equal to 1, or we can also write counter is equal to counter plus 1. Now we will print our counter over here. So for that we will use the p tag and the label tag. And initially we are giving it the value 0. Now let's try to implement our code. So now let's type K J H Y U space anything, and you can see as and when I am typing, the value of the counter is changing. So when the key will be pressed, at that time it will increase the value. Now if I press escape, then it's not working. If I press the Alt, then it's not working, because as I said that key press event doesn't allow these types of keys. Now let's change our event. Instead of key press, we will write key down. Let's save our file and reload our output. So if I write LJ, everything will be work. And now I am using the escape key and still the counter is increasing. I am using the Alt key, the counter is increasing. I am using the shift keys, the counter is increasing, because we have pressed the key down. Now let's do the same logic with key up event. So now see, I am pressing these keys and the counter is increasing, but when I press the key, at the same time I am releasing up the key, so the counter is increasing. If I hold down the key, then see the counter is not increasing, and when I will release the key, it will be, counter will be up to 7. So this is the key up key, key down key and key press events. So by this way you can place your code. Instead of increasing the counter, you can change the background color. You can also change the background color of your window or your text box. You can also place some emojis. You can do anything with what you want using these types of events, because the event is built in and you just need to place the code over here for which you want to do the task. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, then please subscribe my channel.